Hello, guys. Before I start my work day, which I haven't even left work, question to my contractors out there. Have you ever had to spend a night at the work site just to make sure you finish the job on time? Yeah, man, I'm trying to keep all the money to myself. Okay. Let me go into the story. Okay. This is why I was laughing when they disbarred. This is why I was laughing when they removed Trump from the ballot in Illinois, because I knew heads was going to roll over this. See, the reason why I push myself to push these stories out there, because of you guys, because of my friends who are following me. Y'all encourage me to keep putting out this content and keeping people informed on what's happening. And as a Black Republican, I feel it's my duty, because the federal government is staging a coup against the American people. Well, that's what it seems. I must say that on TikTok. It seems like the federal government is staging a coup against the American people. And they're using black faces to do this. So I'm obligated as a Black person, as a Black American, a Negro American, to set the record straight. It's because they're putting black faces on the TV, especially black women on a television set, to stage this coup and to make you believe that Black America just hates Trump. No, the elite hates Trump. So this story is incredible, because Fanni Willis is now at risk of not only being disbarred, she's at risk of facing 10 years in the penitentiary for perjury. And, I'm just going to go ahead and post a news clip from one of my favorite independent news organizations. It's funny to me when I was speaking to a liberal, the first thing they bring up is Fox News, as though the MAGA movement trusts Fox News. It's funny to me when liberals bring up corrupt Republicans, as though the MAGA movement trusts all Republicans. Y'all not listening. We know it's corruption on both sides. And I am happy to bring this story to you guys. This is Bill Banks, the unapologetic Black Republican.
District Attorney Fanni Willis, she's currently embroiled in a scandal that could be straight out of a political thriller, with perjury allegations threatening not just her career, but also her freedom. The situation goes beyond mere speculation, as unfolding evidence brings into question the integrity of the office responsible for justice. Scripps News has shed light on the severity of the charges that Willis faces, with up to 10 years in jail looming if she's found guilty. Take a look.
An explosive court filing in Atlanta today, now raising new questions about Fulton County District Attorney Fanni Willis and the relationship that she had with the special prosecutor that she hired to oversee the election interference case against former President Donald Trump. Cell phone data obtained by Trump's legal team shows Nathan Wade, that special prosecutor, visited Willis's neighborhood at least 35 times in the 11 months before Willis hired him in late 2021. Twice, Wade arrived late at night and left early the following morning. The data shows about 2,000 calls and 12,000 text messages between Wade and Willis from January to November 2021. Why this matters, the timeline is everything in this case. Joining me now on the phone is former Assistant District Attorney of Fulton County, Daryl Cohen. Daryl, thanks for joining us. We sat and watched as this hearing originally started. What do you make of these new revelations?
This is damning. At the very best, it's troubling. It seems to completely contradict the testimony of both Fanni Willis and of Nathan Wade. And because of that, this could be a complete game changer in terms of how Judge McAfee decides to rule.
The timeline here, the timeline is extremely important. Get viewers up to speed about why this timeline matters.
Well, it matters because the testimony has been that Fanni Willis and Nathan Wade became friends. They met at a conference, and he was hired before any of this took place, and that they did not have any type of relationship other than completely a business relationship. Now, if these texts and if these pings on the telephone are accurate, that changes the entire ball game and means that there could be some untruth that's been told under oath. In other words, it could be perjury, and I hope it isn't, because this is very sad.
Yeah, I mean, at the heart of the matter, really, then, in this case right now, this has nothing to do with the actual case against Donald Trump and the other co-defendants in the election interference case. This is all to do with if Fanni Willis, the district attorney, benefited financially from hiring who we know now ended up being her boyfriend. So that's why the timeline of this is so important. If it happened before, then there's a problem. If it happened after, it might be a problem as far as optics are concerned, but not necessarily something that would get the office kicked off this case. Now, let's just say the Fanni Willis's entire office gets removed from this case. What happens next?
Then it goes to the prosecutor's counsel, and they locate a district attorney's office who is capable and willing of prosecuting the case. That could be near impossible. Clayton County District Attorney has already said she cannot handle it. That leaves DeKalb County, Cobb County, and that's about it, because it has to be a large office that has the ability and the people to prosecute it, and the budget, because the budget's going to just explode with this type of case.
Now, the controversy.
Fanni Willis is toast down in Georgia. Her case is toast. She's going to get disqualified from this case. Nathan Wade is going to get disqualified from this case. Her office, the Fulton County DA's office, is going to get disqualified from this case. I think the only thing that needs to be decided is whether this judge dismisses the case without prejudice and allows a new prosecutor to decide whether to refile the case, and maybe this new prosecutor will see this dog of a case and realize it's a bogus case and not refile and it goes away, or if a new prosecutor comes in to the case and then that prosecutor decides to move forward with the case or to dismiss the case. Regardless, I think that this case is done both politically and legally.